What's up, cool kids? John here, and with me as always is the lovely Miss April. Say hello.
Hello.
We are on, good God, what episode
I have
is
no
this?
clue. Maybe 14? I don't know.
I think it's episode 14. Yeah, episode 14 of my What's on Johnny's Shelf series. Series I want to show you guys everything that I have on my shelves, from 4Ks to Steelbooks to Blu-rays and everything in between, including boutique labels. So, before we get into this particular episode, this is your first time to my channel, I want to say thank you for stopping by. And if you're a huge fan of physical media, as you can see that I am, and you love movies, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, it's free, and I will greatly appreciate it, as would April, because she wants me to have more friends.
Oh, yeah.
And while you're there, if you like everything you see, go ahead and hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Thumbs ups are cool. And hit that notification bell. That way you'll be kept up to date on everything that I'm watching, picking up. If I'm on someone's, channel, on a panel doing a live stream, you'll be notified. So, April, we are doing my 4K Steelbooks this time. I have quite a bit, quite a few Steelbooks. So, April, what are you going to start us off with?
3 from Hell Unrated.
This is the 3 from Hell 4K Steelbook from Lionsgate. I think I found this for like $5 at the Walmart bin. Lionsgate always does great jobs with their Steelbooks because they always come with slipcovers.
That is pretty cool.
And usually when you open them up, they'll have that, the artwork, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Now all they need to do is do House of a Thousand Corpses, and then they'll all have 4K Steelbooks, because I think the Devil's Rejects just came out with one, and I'll have to pick that one up. But yep, 3 from Hell from Lionsgate.
Then we have 300.
I have the 300 4K Steelbook. I only had this on Blu-ray, and I wanted to pick up the regular 4K, but I noticed that they were coming out with one of these. So I just went ahead and picked this one up. And when you open it up,
Ooh, I like.
and you have the regular Blu-ray and the 4K in here.
And that's a good movie.
Yeah, I had to do a report on it I was at Western Civ in college. And he said, don't use the movie 300 as for your basis for it. I'm like, oh damn,
Darn it.
I just tried to get out of doing work.
Man. Next one we have is 1917.
1917 with this Steelbook. This, I think it's embossing. I believe that's what it's called. I have no idea. The board's kind of
It's nice. Yeah, you can feel
but then
it.
the back of it is basically the same. But I did watch this a couple years ago. It's known for it feels like there's no cuts in the movie. But I noticed a couple of things. If you know what you're looking for, you'll see where a cut is.
It.
But yeah, in the first 50 minutes or whatever, I think I noticed maybe 1 or 2 cuts. I mean, it doesn't look like it was
Right.
cut as they're editing it.
Then we have Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, which is one of my favorites.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I know, there's been a lot of, Mexifunk got a lot of hail over saying, oh, why didn't you do he does such great artwork. Why didn't he do, new artwork on this? And it's because, he couldn't get Jim Carrey wouldn't let them use any new artwork using his face. So he had to forge ahead with this one. But I mean, I actually like it.
I like it. Not bad. We have the Addams Family.
I have the 4K for the Addams Family. I saw this Steelbook, and I was like, you know what? I like adding that to my collection. On the back you have the house, but it's good. I mean, I like it better than the sequel.
And then we have... I don't know what that is.
It's Air Force One. Yeah, I don't have the Malco protectors yet. You know, every time I think I need to get some protectors for this, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, I need to get that steelbook and that steelbook.
I didn't even see the thing on the side.
So I just never got around to getting it. But there's Air Force One. I actually enjoyed Air Force One. I think I did a review for this. One of my first reviews, my first 4K reviews was like Air Force One.
And then we have Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now 4K from Lionsgate. This is a pain in the ass to get out, but there that is. And you open it up. You see Marlon Brando. A great film. I need to rewatch it. But yep, this is the 4K for Apocalypse Now, the final cut.
Then we have Aquaman.
The 4K steelbook for Aquaman. It comes with that. I need to get rid of that. But you know, you've got your 4K and your Blu-ray, and then when you open it up, I like Aquaman. Aquaman's good.
And then Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Is that Kingdom? Yeah, Kingdom. Sorry.
Yep, the sequel to Aquaman, which I still haven't seen. I do need to watch all of these, but like the whole DC, the Snyderverse, if you want to call it that.
And then we have American Psycho.
Yep, the the notorious slipcover for American Psycho. It's been a long time since I've seen this. I did go watch this in theaters, and I was like, it's okay. But then when it came back out on video, I showed it to a friend of mine, and he said, "Oh my God, this is amazing." I'm like, "Really?" Like he caught more of it than I did.
Mm-hmm.
But you have that, you know, I think my mask
That is cool.
My mask of sanity is about to slip. Slip cover. But
That is cool. Then we have American Sniper.
American Sniper, Clint Eastwood film about Chris Kyle. I have my issues with, you know, Chris Kyle, but I still need to check this out. I've heard it's really good.
Then we have Army of Darkness.
Yeah, the part 3 of the Evil Dead. I guess it was a trilogy at one point, but I like it, but it's not as good as the other two. You open it up, you get that.
Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
And this thing comes with 4 discs.
Why 4? Like,
Well, you have a 4K, that's the
and then
theatrical
the
cut.
Oh, okay.
You have disc 2, which is a Blu-ray theatrical cut. You have disc 3, Blu-ray director's cut, and disc 4, it's the international and television cut.
Oh, cool.
Just wish they would have put like the director's cut, you know, like giving us a 4K of that instead of
Right.
just the theatrical cut.
Then we have the Avengers.
The Avengers Mondo Steelbook. Yeah, because it's got the, you know, the cube. Or the Tesseract, I believe is what it's called. And yeah. I like the Avengers. And I think the disc art is different. On the, yep, because it says Mondo. It's a different artwork.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think I found these at, they released 4 of them at Walmart. I'm like, oh, I need to pick those up because I didn't have them on 4K.
Then we have Backdraft, which I like.
Backdraft, great Ron Howard film. And you get the Blu-ray and the 4K in this.
And then here's another one of my favorites. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
A favorite. You haven't seen this one, have
Yes,
you?
I have.
This
I've
is the
seen
sequel.
Oh, no, never mind. I haven't seen that one. I like the original. Sorry.
Yeah, this is Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I haven't seen this one either. I know it's a real problem that I have. I collect all this stuff, but I don't
watch
I
them.
don't watch it. So that's what I'm hoping to get better at this year. But Beetlejuice, 4K Steelbook.
And then we have Belly.
The 4K for Belly. from Lionsgate and April.
That is cool.
Yeah, there's one, like, I think it's one scene in this movie where it actually looks like this.
That is
They're in
cool.
I think it's a nightclub with the black lights and everything, but like, I think the rumor was like the production for this movie was like $2 million or something like that, and they spent $1 million in like the first 10 minutes
Good Lord.
because they were shooting in New York City. But this slip cover, this is one of my favorite steel books from that year.
That is pretty cool. Then we have Ben-Hur.
The 4K for Ben-Hur. I checked out Ben-Hur for the first time last year, and I thought it was just an amazing film. And when you open it up,
That is cool.
for the chariot race, you got 3 discs in here.
Then we have the Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski. This is my favorite Coen Brothers film. I told you guys when I had the Blu-ray steelbook of that, I said, this is not the only copy I have of the Big Lebowski.
Over the line.
Over the line. You get your 4K and your regular Blu-ray disc, but you know, when this came out, I immediately went straight to Best Buy and picked this up. I love the Big Lebowski.
Then we have Black Adam.
Black Adam, the movie where The Rock thought he was going to take over the DCU, and it turned out he was wrong. The movie's okay. I mean, I liked it, but I'm glad that this was kind of like the end of it.
Then we have Black Hawk Down, which is another good movie.
Black Hawk Down. A Ridley Scott film. I loved this when I first saw it. I need to rewatch it again. That is what our first stack.
First stack, people.
First stack. We're actually extending these episodes a little bit longer. That way, you know, we can cram as much in as we can.
Then we have the Black Panther.
It's not the Black Panther.
Okay, Black Panther.
Black Panther, Mondo 4K Steelbook.
Do you want me to help you or not?
Yes, I do. I enjoy
Okay,
helping
then.
you have your both discs, your 4K and your Blu-ray, and the newly commissioned artwork.
I
on
like
this.
that.
I really like how Mondo do their steelbooks. Oh God, I'm putting this on wrong.
You're putting it up. Putting it on wrong, backwards. Then we have Blade.
The 4K Blade, nice matte finish, and you get your 4K and your Blu-ray in this. I just wish they'd hurry up and give us Blade 2. And I mean, I've got them on Blu-ray.
Do you need Blade 2?
Yes, Blade 2 is. A lot of people say Blade 2 is better than the first one. To me, Blade's the best because, you know, it's an origin story, and without Blade, we don't have X-Men, we don't have Spider-Man, we don't have anything. You know, a lot of people said, you know, oh, Black Panther's the first African-American. No, it was Blade. Everyone needs to line up, kiss Wesley Snipes' ass, because he was the first. Without him, we don't have what we have now.
Y'all heard it from Johnny.
Yep.
Then we have Bloodsport.
This is the 4K for Bloodsport. I got this from Tony, Basement Blues. I needed to pick this up, and he brought it along when we had our get-together a couple years ago. And I said, hey, I need that. You know, how much you want for it? And he says, go ahead and take it. So Tony gave me a 4K Steelbook. And I love this movie. I remember going to watch this when it came out, and I think me and a couple friends, I knew nothing about it, but they had word of mouth, and they said, hey, you want to go watch this? I'm like,
Sure,
yeah,
why not?
Johnny needs a friend. So, yeah.
Then we have the Blue Brothers. Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers
I
4K.
can't talk.
You have the car. You have 3 discs in here. It has been a long time since I've seen the Blues Brothers, but I have seen this.
Like a million times,
I
I think.
love the Blues Brothers.
Yes. Then we have Body Double. That's one where you can. The Blues Brothers is one where if it comes on, you just want to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, it's like
It's
you just have to watch it. And
yeah.
I think that was the first movie that my parents actually took me to go watch. I thought it was E.T., but no, they said it was the Blues Brothers. But moving on, Body Double. This is Brian De Palma. Remember Ken over at Mid-Level Media said, "Oh, I want Body Double. We need to have Body Double." And like we never heard not one thing about it. And then all of a sudden they said, "Oh, we're going to release Body Double onto 4K." I was like, "Ah, finally!"
Maybe it was Ken that got it released.
It'd be nice if it was Ken.
Way to go, Ken. Then we have The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron, Studio Ghibli Academy Award winner for Best Animated Feature. I gotta be honest, I put this in and I just lost interest. I got bored with it really quick. I will sit down and rewatch it.
You need to push through.
But I mean, it's just like I could not get into it. For the life of me, I couldn't get into it. And I asked a buddy of mine, and he said, well, I probably wouldn't have started with The Boy and the Heron. You might want to start with something else to get you into Studio Ghibli. So
I understand, because that's how I am with books. If I can't get into it, I have to put it aside.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have The Bridge on the River Kwai.
Bridge on the River Kwai,
I like that case. That's pretty cool
4K
case.
Steelbook. Interesting story about this. I went to Best Buy when I started getting into YouTube and everything, and I started picking up Steelbooks. They had this, and they had Lawrence of Arabia sitting next to each other. And I'm like, you know what? Lawrence of Arabia, it's a long film. People aren't going to want to pick that up. So I picked up, The Bridge on the River Kwai. And it turns out that I should have picked up Lawrence of Arabia because that thing sold out like that. And it took me like a year, almost a year and a half, just finally track down a copy of Lawrence of Arabia, the 4K Steelbook. So that was my holy grail for that year.
And then we have Carrie, which is another good movie.
Carrie, another Brian De Palma film. This is a Shout or Scream Factory 4K Steelbook, and you open it up. But you have your 3 discs, your one 4K, and then the Blu-ray, and then the bonus features. I really like Carrie.
I like Carrie. And here's the one that I like. Is also one of my favorites. It's Casper. I love Casper.
Casper 4K Steelbook. Seeing is believing. And you got your Blu-ray and your 4K. But Casper, I like Casper. They do have, a little in-joke to Ghostbusters in here. And I like that.
Can I keep you?
Can I keep you?
And then we have Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger 4K Steelbook. I love Cliffhanger. I'm not the biggest fan of Stallone. I mean, because it was either Stallone or Schwarzenegger with me growing up, and I was always Team Arnold. But I did like Cliffhanger.
And then we have Cloverfield. And we went to the theaters, right?
Yep, we went to the theater.
And let me tell you, I liked it, but it made me sick as a dog with the way they filmed it. Like, it was horrible.
The handheld camera.
Yeah.
You see 4K, and it comes off. You have your camera lens, but you're showing. It shows.
I like that. It's cool.
The creature in New York just laying waste to it. You got your Blu-ray and your 4K. I know they're coming out with 10 Cloverfield Lane on 4K, which is really good. I haven't seen the Cloverfield Paradox, though. And I do have it somewhere over
I
there.
probably would have liked that a whole lot better if it hadn't been filmed the way it would have been. Then we have Constantine.
Constantine 4K Steelbook. I think this Steelbook's probably out of print now.
I like that. It's pretty cool. I like that.
The debossing,
Yeah,
I don't know what it's
like
called. I
that.
don't know if it's called embossing or debossing.
Either way, we like it.
I think I would know by now.
He should know.
You just have your one disc, but yep. Keanu Reeves, John Constantine.
I like Keanu. Okay, so are they all the same?
No, those two are.
These two?
Yep.
Okay, these two are the same. I don't know why he has two.
You understand. Those of you who are in the know will understand why.
Well, I'm not in the know. Sorry. But we have The Crow, which I don't know. I think I like the one with the eyes better.
I can't remember which one. One was Amazon exclusive. The other one was Walmart exclusive. But The Crow, I can't remember which one this one is. And, you know, Victims, Aren't We All?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was a huge fan of The Crow when it came out. You know, everybody had that soundtrack. And I was like, why are people flocking to see this? And then I actually went to go watch it. And I'm like,
And you're like, that's
now
why
I get it.
they were watching
Now I get it. And here was the other release of The Crow. Again, like totally different artwork.
I think I like the other one better when you pull it out the sleeve and you open it up, but I like this one better in the sleeve because it's the eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was so happy that I found one at Walmart, and I got another one at Amazon because I tried to go to Walmart online and get it, and I couldn't do it. So we were shopping one day, and I just saw this one of them sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have
It's
it.
mine. And then we have
Yeah.
The Crow again.
This is the remake that they did with Skarsgård. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about this. Yeah, I mean, I got it because I thought it would be good, but I had this feeling that, you know, it's the Crow, the original Crow, has this, you know, built-in fan base. It's so beloved.
It's the OG.
People were going to remake it, and I'm like, really? I don't think that's going to do good.
That's one that you don't remake. I'm sorry.
But they did, and I got the Steelbook.
Then we have Doctor Strange.
The Doctor Strange Mondo 4K Steelbook. And, you know, as always, you know, Mondo does great work. I had just the regular 4K of this, but I didn't have a slip cover with it. And when I was at Walmart, I saw the Steelbook, and I'm like, you know what? I like that artwork better, so I'm going to take the Steelbook, and I got rid of my other one.
Then we have Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, the original Dirty Harry. God, I wish they would release the rest of these in 4K, but I love this artwork.
It is cool.
And funny little story. You may know this, that they kind of like based Dirty Harry off of what they were doing with the Zodiac when it came out. The Zodiac Killer.
Mm-hmm.
I think in here they called him the Scorpion Killer. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Then we have The Departed, which is another good movie.
The Departed. Martin Scorsese finally won an Academy Award for this, even though it's a remake of Infernal Affairs. I enjoyed it. I mean, I really did. I liked it. Should he have gotten, you know, Best Director that year?
Probably not.
Probably not. I think it was more like a Lifetime Achievement Award for him, but still, I mean, it's a great film. And God, it's the twists in it, like with Leo and everything.
Yeah. And then we have The Dark Crystal, which I've never even heard of that.
Oh, that's a Jim Henson movie. I remember seeing this, like, because it was on HBO a lot when I was a kid. Then they did the 4K. They said, "Oh, we're going to do these in 4K," and I'm like, "Well,
gotta have it."
I gotta have it.
Because that's pretty cool. I mean, that is
It
really
is good
cool.
artwork. I haven't seen it since I saw it on HBO when I was a kid. I mean, it looked creepy, but, you know, as a kid, you're kind of attracted to things like that. And I'm like, okay, I like this, sort of.
And the last one, at the end of our steel book video, we have Cutthroat Island.
Cutthroat Island, the movie that destroyed a movie studio and, I believe, a marriage. But I like the steelbook, how they did with the slip cover.
How did it destroy?
I'll get to it.
Sorry, I need to let him get to it.
But there's your
That is
artwork.
cool. That is cool.
This was, I think it was Caraco or Synergy Studios. They put so much money into this, and it was one of the biggest box office flops of all time. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, they got my money. I mean, I went to go watch this. It was, I think Michael Douglas was supposed to have been in it, and he said, no. I'm not going to do this. Gina Davis, she was the female pirate, and I think he was going to be like her second in command or something like that. And he said, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. So they got Matthew Modine. But Gina Davis and Rennie Harlan were married. I think this movie kind of like ended their marriage. So, yeah, that was it.
That's it, guys.
That's it for this particular section of my, showing you guys what's in my Steelbook collection. Let me know down in the comment section below, what you guys think of my Steelbooks so far. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? I mean, I'm sure I probably got a lot of things wrong down there.
If you want any, just DM me.
No, you can't keep asking people if they want my Steelbooks, April. I mean, I worked hard. You worked hard for me to go out and buy these.
That's the thing. I worked hard. let's rephrase that. I worked hard, guys.
Well, thank you guys for sticking around. Don't forget, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up.
Subscribe.
Hit the notification bell. So until next time, April, what are you watching today?